Have you ever wondered why it's so difficult to love certain people? Why Christian love seems beautiful in theory, but difficult in practice? In this video, you'll discover 100 practical and transformative ways to love your neighbor exactly as Jesus loved. Not with empty sentimentality, but with concrete actions that change lives. Jesus doesn't just observe our pain, he enters into it with us. That is love. And it is precisely this kind of radical love that you will learn today as you relax. By the end of this video, you will have a complete arsenal to transform your relationships, your community, and your own spiritual journey. Let's get started. Do you know that feeling when you're talking to someone and you realize they're already preparing their response before you've even finished? Well, that's not true listening. Practicing active listening without interrupting is when you completely silence your mind, your judgments, and your ready-made solutions to truly enter the other person's world. Jesus did this masterfully. Remember the Samaritan woman at the well? He didn't start lecturing, he asked questions, listened, and understood. When someone is venting about a problem at work, resist the temptation to interrupt with, "Oh, something worse happened to me." Just listen, look them in the eye, nod. Let the person finish completely before saying anything. You'll realize something incredible. Often people don't need advice, they need to be heard. And when you offer this rare gift of mindfulness, you are loving as Jesus loved, with genuine presence, without haste, without a hidden agenda. Here's a challenge that separates superficial love from deep love: praying daily for friends, family, and enemies. It's easy to pray for friends, a little harder for complicated family members, but for enemies, that's advanced level Christianity. Jesus was clear: pray for those who persecute you. It's not about feeling like it, it's about obeying. Start by creating a simple list on your phone. 3 friends, 3 family members, 3 people who deeply irritate you. Every day, before coffee, pray for each one by name. It doesn't need to be eloquent. "Lord, bless John today" is already powerful. What happens is transformative. You can't hate someone you pray for regularly. Prayer changes you first, then it changes the situation. When you consistently bring someone before God, your heart softens, your perspective changes, and you begin to see that person as God sees them. Someone loved, even if imperfect. Envy is silent and deadly. It disguises itself as, "Oh, how nice," while inside you're thinking, "Why not me?" Celebrating the joys of others without envy is one of the purest forms of love, because it requires you to crucify your ego. When your colleague gets the promotion you wanted, when your friend gets engaged and you're still single, when your neighbor buys a new car, these are the testing moments. Jesus constantly celebrated people. He praised the centurion's faith, exalted the generosity of the poor widow, and acknowledged Mary's devotion. Practice this. When someone shares good news, ask 3 genuine questions about it. How did you feel? Tell me more details. What's next? Post on social media celebrating the achievements of others. Send celebratory voice messages. You will discover something liberating. Shared joy multiplies and doesn't diminish yours. There is a stark difference between correcting and destroying. The art of teaching without humiliating and correcting without hurting is something Jesus mastered perfectly. He corrected Peter harshly, "Get behind me, Satan," but never publicly humiliated him in a destructive way. When you need to correct someone, do it privately whenever possible. Use the sandwich formula. Start with something positive, place the correction in the middle, and finish with encouragement. For example, if your child made a mistake at school, "Son, daughter, you are intelligent and hardworking, but cheating on a test breaks trust and doesn't help you grow. I know you can do differently next time because you have character." Never use phrases like "you always," "you never," or "you're stupid." Focus on the behavior, not the identity. Ask what happened before assuming responsibility. And remember, the goal of correction is to restore, not to avenge. If you correct in anger, wait for it to cool down. True love disciplines, but always with the purpose of building up. Some people run away from those who are suffering because they don't know what to say. Here's the liberating truth about offering a shoulder to cry on. You don't need to say anything. Jesus wept with Mary and Martha when Lazarus died, even knowing he would resurrect him minutes later. He validated their pain. When someone is going through grief, divorce, illness, or unemployment, don't approach them with "God has a purpose" or "it will pass." Just say, "I'm sorry, I'm here." Sit beside them, hold their hand, let them cry without trying to fix things. Offer practical help. "I'll bring lunch to your house on Friday, is that okay?" Don't ask, "Do you need anything?" because someone who is suffering doesn't have the energy to think. Be specific. "Can I pick up your children from school this week?" Silent and supportive presence is worth more than 1,000 pretty words. You are being Christ in flesh and blood, entering into the other person's pain without fear of getting dirty. Words have the power of life and death, says Proverbs. Encouraging someone who is discouraged with words of hope can be the breath of fresh air they need to keep going. Jesus was a master at this. "Come and see. Your faith has saved you. Do not be afraid, only believe." Identify those around you who are downcast. It could be the doorman of your building, the cashier at the market, your younger sibling. Send a message. "I was praying and I remembered you. God hasn't given up on your dreams." Leave a note on your spouse's mirror. "You are stronger than you think." At work, tell a colleague, "Your effort doesn't go unnoticed. I admire your dedication." Be specific, not generic. Instead of "You're cool," say, "The way you treated that difficult client yesterday showed your character." Keep verses ready on your phone to send. Isaiah 41:10, Philippians 4:13, Jeremiah 29:11. You could be the instrument God uses to prevent a disaster. Jesus overturned tables in the temple, defending the exploited. He wasn't polite when he saw injustice. Defending the vulnerable when they suffer injustice means that loving your neighbor sometimes requires confronting the oppressor. When you see bullying at school, at work, at church, don't pretend you didn't see it. Intervene. Say, "This is not right." When someone makes a racist, sexist, or homophobic joke in front of you, don't laugh out of embarrassment. Say firmly, "I don't find this funny." Defend the domestic worker who is being mistreated. Report abuses you witness. Support social justice causes, orphanages, nursing homes, projects with refugees. Use your voice, your vote, your influence. This may cost you friendships, it may label you annoying, but Jesus didn't come to bring superficial peace. He came to bring justice, and justice bothers those who are comfortable in injustice. Be the voice of the voiceless. Gossip is reputation assassination. Avoiding gossip and slander, protecting the reputation of others, means understanding that when you spread negative information about someone, even if it's true, you are destroying the image God created. Jesus protected the adulterous woman from her accusers. He could have agreed to the stoning, after all, she was in sin, but he defended her. When someone comes to you with gossip, nip it in the bud. Have you talked to the person about this? If not, don't listen. When you hear criticism about someone who is absent, defend them. "That's not how I know so-and-so, let's give them the benefit of the doubt." Never share prayer requests that are disguised gossip. Pray for Joanna, who is having an affair. Pray silently. If you made a mistake and spoke ill of someone, go back and correct yourself. "I said something I shouldn't have, I'm sorry." Protect reputations as you would like yours to be protected. The tongue is fire, says James. Use it to build, not to set on fire. We live in polarized times where disagreeing has become synonymous with hating. Listening to the pain of those who think differently, without attacking, is something Jesus practiced naturally. He spoke with Samaritans, tax collectors, Pharisees, prostitutes, people from all walks of life. He listened without agreeing with everything, but also without attacking. When someone with a different political, theological, or moral view from yours is speaking, resist the urge to interrupt with arguments. Ask, "Why do you think that way? What led you to that conclusion?" Listen to the story behind the opinion. Often, radical positions are born from deep pain. You don't have to agree, but you can understand. Say, "I understand your point, although I see it differently." Avoid labels, leftist, fascist, heretic. Treat the person as an image of God, not as an enemy. Paul debated intensely, but always with respect. You can disagree without being unpleasant. And who knows, by genuinely listening, you might build a bridge where before there was only a wall. Jesus was the ultimate teacher, but he never used complicated jargon to impress. Teaching the Bible with clarity and humility means talking about seeds, bread, sheep, things people understood. When you teach the Bible, whether in Sunday school, a small group, or an informal conversation, avoid theological jargon. Don't say imputed forensic justification. Say, God declares you innocent because of Jesus. Use everyday illustrations. Grace is like receiving a gift you don't deserve or can't afford. Admit when you don't know something. Good question. I'll look it up and get back to you. Jesus asked questions to teach, not just lectures. Ask, what do you think this verse means? Let people think, don't force interpretations. Let the Spirit work. Recommend accessible resources. NAA Study Bible, YouVersion app, YouTube channel, 2 Fingers of Theology. Teach with passion, but also with patience. Not everyone learns at your pace. The goal is not to show off how much you know, but to help others come to know God. Vulnerability only happens where there is safety. Creating safe spaces for sharing and prayer is something Jesus did with his disciples. They felt free to ask silly questions, confess fears, disagree. Create this in your home, in your cell group, in your circle. Establish clear rules. What is shared here stays here. No judgment, no gossip. Start by being vulnerable yourself. This week I struggled with anxiety. I need prayer. When someone shares something difficult, don't minimize it. Oh, everyone goes through that. Validate. I imagine how difficult that must be. Thank you for trusting us. Pray right there aloud, specifically for what was shared. Don't turn the moment into a sermon. You're like this because you don't read the Bible. Just welcome them. Turn off cell phones, look them in the eye, cry together if necessary. These spaces are rare and precious. Churches full of masks don't transform anyone, but authentic communities where real people encounter the real God change the world. Truth without love is cruelty. Love without truth is cowardice. Speaking the truth with gentleness is the balance that Jesus perfectly demonstrated. He called the Pharisees hypocrites, but with a redemptive purpose, not to humiliate. When you need to speak a difficult truth, confront a sin, give negative feedback, end a relationship, do it with gentleness. Gentleness is not weakness, it is strength under control. Choose the right moment, not in the heat of anger. Choose the right place, private whenever possible. Use I feel instead of you are. I feel disrespected when you arrive late, instead of you are irresponsible. Speak the truth, but leave room for dialogue. I may be seeing things wrong, can you help me understand? Don't use the truth as a weapon to win arguments. Use it as a tool to build healthy relationships. And remember, you also need to be open to hearing truths about yourself. Proverbs says that a friend's wounds are loyal. Truth spoken with gentleness heals. Truth shouted in anger destroys. Jesus fed multitudes, but he also shared roasted fish with his disciples after the resurrection. Sharing food with those who are hungry is understanding that food is basic, but it is also communion. When you see someone hungry, the homeless person on the corner, the unemployed neighbor, the church family in crisis, don't just walk by. Always carry cereal bars, biscuits, and fruit to offer. Invite them to lunch at your house. Sunday lunch at my house, count on me. Prepare packed lunches and distribute them. Donate basic food baskets to trustworthy institutions, Ação da Cidadania, local food banks. At work, if you have leftover food, offer it to a colleague you know is struggling. Don't make a show of it. Look how charitable I am. Jesus said not to let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Share discreetly, with dignity. And remember, you are not just satisfying physical hunger, you are saying you matter, you have value. That is loving as Jesus loved. Everyone has that friend who's always late, that relative who talks too much, that brother in faith who stumbles over the same sin repeatedly. The temptation is to give up. I'm tired, they're not changing. But being patient with others' weaknesses means remembering that Jesus was patient with Peter, who denied him 3 times, with Thomas, who doubted, with the disciples who argued over positions. He didn't give up. Patience doesn't mean passively accepting everything. It means continuing to love while the person grows. When someone disappoints you for the 10th time, take a deep breath and remember, how many times has God been patient with you? Establish healthy boundaries. Yes, you don't need to be a doormat, but don't abandon them. Say, I'm upset about what happened, but I'm not going to give up on you. Pray for supernatural patience because natural patience runs out quickly. Celebrate small progress. I noticed you've been making an effort. I'm proud of you. Remember, sanctification is a process, not an event. Nobody changes overnight. Be for others what you need them to be for you. Patient, persistent, hopeful. There's something powerful about opening the Bible with someone for the first time. Reading the Bible with someone who is beginning their faith is something Jesus did with the disciples on the road to Emmaus, explaining the scriptures along the way. When someone approaches you curious about faith, don't throw a year-long reading plan at them and disappear. Sit down together. Start with the Gospel of John. It's accessible and focused on Jesus. Read one chapter a week together, in a cafe, via video call. Ask questions. What caught your attention here? How does this connect to your life? Don't rush to cover many chapters. Delve into a few. Use modern translations. Explain historical contexts when necessary. Samaritans and Jews hated each other, so this conversation with Jesus was shocking. Pray together at the end. Answer questions honestly. I don't know, let's look it up. Suggest resources. Books like Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. You are being a Barnabas, an encourager. And who knows, maybe a giant of faith will be born from this seed. There is a sacred responsibility that Jesus took seriously when he said, "Let the little children come to me." Defending children and adolescents against abuse is one of the most urgent forms of love for one's neighbor, because little ones have neither the voice nor the strength to protect themselves. If you notice signs of abuse, sudden changes in behavior, excessive fear of adults, unexplained marks, sexualized behavior inappropriate for their age, don't pretend you didn't see it. Talk to the child privately, gently. I've noticed you're different. Is everything all right? Believe what they say. Children rarely lie about abuse. Report it immediately to the Child Protective Services, call 100 or contact the appropriate authorities. Do not confront the abuser alone. This can worsen the situation. In church, never leave adults alone with children in enclosed spaces. Always have two people present. Question: when someone has excessive and inappropriate access to children, teach children about private parts, consent, and that no adult should ask for secrecy about touching. You can save a lifetime of trauma. This is radical love in action. Generosity isn't something you're born with. It's cultivated from a young age. Teaching children to share and be grateful is planting the seeds of a heart that sees beyond itself. Jesus observed a child who shared 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and used that to feed thousands. When your child receives a new toy, encourage them. How about choosing an old toy to donate to a child who doesn't have one? On their birthday, suggest, what if, instead of so many presents, we asked our friends to bring food to donate? Teach them to say thank you while looking someone in the eye, and thank you, Auntie, for the gift. When someone does something kind, ask, what do you think about writing a thank you note? Practice gratitude at the table. Let's thank God and also Dad who worked to buy this food. When a child complains, so-and-so has more than me, teach them, let's be grateful for what we have instead of envying what we don't have. Children who learn to share and be grateful become generous and thankful adults. And the world desperately needs this kind of person. Many people confuse love with a lack of boundaries, but Jesus never did that. Teaching and practicing healthy boundaries with love means understanding that saying no is sometimes the most loving thing you can do. When your child asks for something inappropriate, say firmly and lovingly, I love you too much to allow that. When a friend constantly uses you emotionally but is never available when you need them, it's time to set boundaries. I want to help you, but I also need to take care of my mental health. Boundaries are not walls, they are fences that protect healthy relationships. Say no without guilt. I won't be able to help this time. Don't over-justify yourself. No is a complete sentence. Teach your children to say no. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable, you can say no, even as an adult. Respect the boundaries of others. If someone says, I need space, don't insist. Jesus withdrew from the crowds to rest. He knew that boundaries preserve the capacity to love well. Love without boundaries becomes codependency. Love with healthy boundaries becomes freedom. Hospitals and sick rooms are places where love becomes tangible. Visiting the sick and offering presence and comfort is something Jesus did constantly. He touched lepers, healed the blind, and visited homes where there was illness. When someone from your church, family, or neighborhood is hospitalized or bedridden, don't wait for a formal invitation. Just show up. Call ahead to confirm if it's a good time. Can I visit you tomorrow afternoon? Bring something practical, easy-to-eat fruit, juice, a light book, flowers. Don't stay for hours. 15 to 30 minutes is enough. Don't force a conversation if the person is tired. Just hold their hand. Don't say, "I know how you feel," if you don't. Say, "I don't know what you're going through, but I'm here." Offer prayer. "Can I pray for you now?" If the person is not religious, respect that. Help with practical tasks. "Can I take your clothes to be washed?" "Do you need me to pick up medicine from the pharmacy?" Visit regularly, not just at the beginning. Long illnesses are lonely. His constant presence says you are not alone. This is Christ incarnate. Conflicts are inevitable where there are people, but destruction doesn't have to be. Reconciling people in conflict, if invited, is a delicate ministry that requires wisdom and humility. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Caution: only get involved in other people's conflicts if both parties invite you, otherwise you become a target. When invited, listen to both sides separately first. Tell your version without interruptions. Don't take sides. Be a bridge, not a judge. Identify what is really at stake. Often superficial arguments hide deep resentments. Bring the parties together in a neutral environment. Let's talk respectfully. Each of you will have time to speak. Establish rules. No shouting, no insults, no interruptions. Focus on the future, not the past. How can you move forward from here? Help each person verbalize their feelings. "When you did X, I felt Y." Look for common ground. You both want what's best for the family, right? Pray together at the end. Not every conflict will be resolved, but you have planted seeds of peace, and sometimes that in itself is a victory. We live in a culture obsessed with appearances, where a person's worth is measured by the car they drive or the clothes they wear. Avoiding ostentation and valuing simplicity is swimming against this current. Jesus was born in a manger, not a palace. He walked everywhere, ate with fishermen, and had nowhere to lay his head. When you get a promotion, resist the temptation to post a picture of your new car with the caption, "God is faithful." Celebrate in private. Dress well, but not to humiliate those who have less. At church, don't choose to sit only with those who are well dressed. Sit next to the visitor in simple clothes. When someone comes to dinner at your house, you don't need to impress with expensive dishes. What matters is fellowship. Teach your children. We don't mock those who have old sneakers. It may be all the family could afford. Praise character, not possessions. "I admire your generosity" instead of "what a beautiful bag." Donate what you haven't used in a year. Simplify your life. Fewer things, more experiences. Less ostentation, more substance. Jesus valued the widow who gave 2 coins more than the rich who gave fortunes. He saw the heart, not the bank account. Every human being was created with unique gifts, but many die without discovering them because no one encouraged them. Encouraging the talents and vocations of others is to be a Barnabas, whose name means son of consolation. He saw potential in Paul when everyone was afraid of him. Observe the people around you. That young person who draws well, the colleague who writes beautifully, the nephew who is good with children. Say, "You have a real gift in this. Have you thought about developing it?" Offer resources. "I know of a free design course, I'll send you the link." Connect people. "So-and-so works in this area, I'll introduce you." Celebrate publicly. Guys, look at the incredible work Maria did. When someone says, "I'm thinking about changing careers," don't discourage them out of fear. Ask, "What attracts you to it? How can I support you?" Finance, when possible. Pay for a course. Donate materials. Pray for people's dreams. "Lord, open doors for the talent you have placed in them." You could be the push someone needs to fulfill their purpose. And what a privilege it is to participate in God's plan in someone's life. Anxiety and depression are silent epidemics, and the church doesn't always know how to deal with them. Offering companionship to those facing anxiety or depression with sensitivity requires you to abandon religious cliches. Don't say, "It's a lack of faith," or pray more and it will pass. These illnesses are real, not just a whim. Jesus had compassion for the afflicted. He didn't blame them. When someone shares that they are struggling, thank them for their trust. Thank you for telling me. I know it's not easy. Ask, how can I help you? Sometimes it's just being present, watching a movie together, walking in silence, sending messages reminding them, I'm thinking of you. Don't force the person to go out if they don't have the energy. Bring prepared food. Depression even steals the will to cook. Encourage professional treatment. Have you thought about talking to a psychologist? It's not shameful, it's self-care. Offer a ride to appointments. Don't abandon them on bad days. It's easy to be present on good days. Pray with the person, but also take action. And remember, you are not a therapist. Be a loyal friend who points you to the right resources. Your constant presence can be the anchor that prevents shipwreck. Trust is built over years and destroyed in seconds. Being trustworthy with secrets and confidences is one of the most precious forms of love, because you are safeguarding someone's vulnerability. Jesus knew all the Samaritan woman's sins, but he didn't spread them throughout the city. He treated them with dignity. When someone tells you something intimate, a struggle with addiction, a marriage in crisis, a doubt about faith, that is sacred. Don't tell even your spouse unless there is a life-threatening risk. Don't turn it into a prayer request in a group. Don't use it as an illustration in a sermon, even changing names. Keep it as if it were your own secret. If someone asks, did so-and-so tell you something? Answer, if they wanted you to know, they would have told you. Never say, don't tell anyone, but if you promise secrecy, keep it. The only exception is when there is imminent risk. Abuse, suicide, serious crime. In these cases, seek professional help, but explain to the person, I need to seek help because I love you and want to protect you. Be the safe haven where people can deposit their sorrows without fear of leakage. That is the kind of trust that reflects the character of Christ. Difficult conversations are inevitable, confronting sin, talking about money, ending relationships, delivering bad news. Mediating difficult conversations with empathy is a skill Jesus demonstrated repeatedly. He confronted the woman at the well about her 5 husbands, but with such empathy that she didn't run away. She ran to tell others about him. When you need to mediate or have a difficult conversation, prepare yourself by praying, Lord, give me the right words and a gentle heart. Choose a private place and appropriate time, never in front of others. Begin by validating, I know this is uncomfortable for both of us. Use I instead of you. I felt hurt instead of you hurt me. Ask before assuming, help me understand what happened. Listen without interrupting, even if you disagree. Acknowledge the other person's pain. I see this has deeply affected you. Seek solutions, not blame. How can we fix this? Be willing to ask for forgiveness for your part. End with hope. I believe we can overcome this together. Not every difficult conversation ends well, but your empathetic approach can transform a destructive confrontation into a restorative dialogue. Prejudice doesn't just reside in others, it resides within you as well. Combating prejudice in your own heart is a daily work of sanctification that demands brutal honesty with yourself. Jesus shocked everyone by conversing with Samaritans, touching lepers, eating with prostitutes and tax collectors. He destroyed barriers that religion built. Examine your heart. Do you cross the street when you see a young black person? Do you assume that a woman in a hijab is a terrorist? Do you turn your nose up at a homeless person? Do you think all poor people are lazy? These are prejudices, and they kill love for your neighbor. Expose yourself to different realities. Read books by black authors. Listen to testimonies from immigrants. Talk to LGBTQ+ people without a conversion agenda, simply to understand their stories. Question your assumptions. Why did I think that? Where did that idea come from? Ask God for forgiveness. Lord, cleanse my heart of these unjust judgments. Correct your children when they demonstrate prejudice. Challenge discriminatory jokes in your group of friends. Remember, Jesus died for everyone, not just those who are like you. If you can't love those who are different, you still haven't understood the gospel. Discipleship isn't a church program, it's shared life. Offering discipleship and spiritual mentorship is intentionally investing in someone's growth, as Jesus did with the 12. He didn't just preach to crowds, he lived with a small group, taught daily, corrected, encouraged, and modeled. Identify someone newer to the faith or younger in age who could benefit from your experience. Invite them. Would you like to meet bi-weekly to talk about faith and life? It doesn't have to be formal. It could be over coffee, on a walk, or via video call. Share your journey honestly, including failures. When I was your age, I struggled with this too. Read the Bible together, one chapter per meeting. Ask thought-provoking questions. How are you applying this? Where do you see God working in your life? Pray together. Give practical tasks. This week, practice forgiveness with someone who hurt you. Celebrate growth. I've noticed a change in you. I'm proud of you. Be available during crises, not just at scheduled meetings. Introduce the person to other mentors when they need perspectives you don't have. Discipleship is a marathon, not a sprint. Paul invested years in Timothy. Are you willing to do the same? This is one of the most transformative ways to love your neighbor. We live in a fast-paced world, wanting everyone to think and act at our rhythm. Respecting the time and perspective of others means recognizing that God works differently in each person. Jesus didn't rush Thomas to believe. He waited and offered the evidence Thomas needed. When someone is taking a long time to make a decision you think is obvious, don't pressure them. I'll be here when you're ready. When a new convert hasn't yet abandoned all their old habits, don't condemn them. Sanctification is a process, keep walking. When someone sees a situation differently than you, don't invalidate them. I understand that your experience led you to think that way. Respect learning rhythms. Some grasp things quickly, others need repetition. Respect grieving processes. Don't say, enough time has passed, get over it. Everyone has their own time. Respect energy limits. Some are extroverted, others need silence to recharge. Don't force your schedule. I know you'd like me to decide now, but I need more time to pray. Jesus took 3 years to prepare the disciples. Even so, they only understood everything after the resurrection. If God is patient, who are we to be hasty? Love respects the other person's timing. Irony and sarcasm can be funny, but they can also be cruel. Avoiding responding with irony or biting sarcasm is choosing to build up instead of tearing down with words. Jesus occasionally used irony with hypocritical Pharisees, but never with the brokenhearted. He didn't mock the adulterous woman, ridicule the blind man asking for help, or make fun of the poor widow. When someone asks a question you think is obvious, don't respond, seriously, you don't know that. Respond patiently, good question, let me explain. When someone makes a mistake, don't say, oh, what a surprise, you messed up again. Say, that's okay, let's fix it together. When your child spills juice for the 3rd time, don't sigh dramatically. Sure, why not? Say, accidents happen, let's clean it up. Sarcasm creates distance, sincerity creates connection. If you have a habit of being sarcastic, ask the Holy Spirit to tame your tongue. Ask for feedback. Honey, do I hurt you with my words? Practice responding kindly, even when you're angry. Proverbs says that a gentle answer turns away wrath. Your words can be medicine or poison. Choose wisely. The greatest sermon you will ever give will not be from a pulpit. It will be in your living room. Taking good care of your own family as a testimony of love means understanding that it is useless to gain the whole world if you lose your home. Jesus honored his mother, even on the cross, providing care for her. Paul said that whoever does not care for their own family is worse than an unbeliever. Prioritize quality time. Turn off your cell phone at dinner. Play with your children without rushing. Talk to your spouse without distractions. Ask for forgiveness when you are wrong. Son, Dad yelled and he was wrong, please forgive me. Serve your family, wash dishes, tidy the house. Take care of the children without expecting applause. Pray with and for your family daily. Resolve conflicts quickly. Don't let the sun set on anger. Be faithful in marriage, not only physically but emotionally. Don't flirt, don't compare, don't belittle. Invest in moments, simple trips, board games, walks together. Teach the Bible at home, not just at church. Model what you preach. If you talk about forgiveness but hold grudges, your children will learn hypocrisy. Your family is your first mission field. If you love well at home, Your testimony outside will have credibility. And if you fail at home, everything else is empty noise. Forgiveness is one of the most spoken and least practiced words in Christianity. Forgiving offenses without holding a grudge is a daily decision, not a feeling that magically appears. Jesus was clear. Forgive 70 times 7, that is, always. He forgave the soldiers who crucified him while he was still on the cross. When someone hurts you, betrays your trust, spreads lies about you, rejects you unjustly, the pain is real and valid. But holding a grudge is like drinking poison, hoping the other person will die. Forgiving doesn't mean pretending nothing happened or immediately trusting again. It means releasing the person from your emotional prison. Say aloud, alone, "So-and-so, I forgive you for what you did. I surrender this pain to God." Whenever the hurt returns, repeat it. Pray for the person who hurt you. This breaks the chains of resentment. Don't keep reliving the offense. When it comes to mind, replace it with a verse. Love covers a multitude of sins. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. You don't control what was done to you, but you do control whether it will imprison you for the rest of your life. Choose freedom. Choose forgiveness. It may seem like a small detail, but being punctual and honoring commitments reveals a lot about your character. Jesus said that your yes should be yes, and your no should be no. When you schedule a meeting at 3 p.m. and arrive at 3:40 p.m. without warning, you are saying, "My time is worth more than yours." When you promise to help someone and don't show up, you break trust. Respect people's time. If you said you'd be there, be there. If you're going to be late, let them know in advance. If you can't keep a commitment, say it right away. "I won't be able to, I'm sorry." Don't make up elaborate excuses. Be honest. Arrive 5 minutes early, not 5 minutes late. If you promised to call, call. If you said you would pray, truly pray. If you committed to financial help, fulfill your commitment on time. Your word needs to carry weight. Proverbs says that the righteous person keeps their promise, even if it hurts them. This builds a solid reputation. People need to know they can count on you. And when you fail, because you will fail, acknowledge it, apologize, and do things differently next time. Integrity is built on small daily choices of honoring your word. Pride is the biggest obstacle to healthy relationships. Asking for forgiveness when you're wrong, without empty excuses, is dying to the ego and choosing reconciliation. Jesus never sinned, but humbled himself by washing the dirty feet of his disciples. When you make a mistake, yelling at your child, forgetting a friend's birthday, saying something cruel to your spouse, don't minimize it with, "But you too." Don't justify it with, "I was stressed." Don't shift blame with, "You provoked me." Just acknowledge, "I was wrong. What I did was wrong. Forgive me." Be specific. "Forgive me for yelling at you in front of your friends. That was disrespectful and humiliated you." Don't add "but" after the apology. It negates everything. Don't demand immediate forgiveness. "I understand if you need time to process." Demonstrate change. If you apologized for yelling, actively work to control your temper. Forgiveness without change is manipulation. And when someone genuinely apologizes, don't torture them by repeatedly reminding them of the mistake. Accept it, let go, move on. The church should be a community of forgiven sinners who forgive other sinners. But often it's a community of proud people who never admit their faults. Be different, be humble, ask for forgiveness. Everyone deserves a second chance, because we've all needed one at some point. Giving second chances to those who have failed reflects the grace God gives us daily. Jesus restored Peter after his triple rejection. He didn't say, "You're off the team." He said, "Feed my sheep." When someone disappoints you, the employee who messed up the project, the friend who broke an important commitment, the child who made bad decisions, resist the urge to discard the person. Ask, what happened? What did you learn? Assess whether there is genuine remorse and a willingness to change. If so, offer a new opportunity. Let's try again, but with some changes. Establish clear expectations. I trust you again, but we need total transparency this time. Don't repeatedly throw the mistake in their face. Remember if you've decided to give a second chance, give it a real one. Monitor, yes, but don't suffocate with perpetual distrust. Celebrate when the person succeeds. I see your effort, congratulations. Remember, you too have failed and someone believed in you again. Be that person for others. Second chances transform lives. And sometimes the one who failed once becomes the most loyal later. Money is a sensitive subject, but Jesus spoke more about it than about heaven and hell. Discreetly helping those in need financially is practical love that saves lives. When you know someone is unemployed, behind on bills, or without money for medicine, don't pretend you didn't see it. Don't wait for them to ask. That's humiliating. Offer discreetly. Can I help with your monthly shopping? Put money in an unnamed envelope and leave it at their house. Pay a bill directly, call the pharmacy, and pay for the medicine they need. Transfer money via Pix, Brazilian instant payment system, without fanfare. Don't post on social media, "I helped so-and-so today, glory to God." Jesus said not to let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Help without expecting recognition, without demanding anything in return, without using it as a bargaining chip. Don't lecture them. "I'm helping you, but you need to get your finances in order." Just help. If you have the means and someone is in need, the math is simple. Don't hoard while your brother goes hungry. Proverbs says that whoever gives to the poor lends to God, and God is a good payer. Discreet generosity honors the dignity of others and glorifies God in silence. Mobility is a privilege that many don't have. Offering transportation to those who need to go to appointments is an act of love that removes practical barriers. That elderly neighbor who needs to go to the doctor but depends on crowded buses, that brother from church who is undergoing cancer treatment and doesn't have a car, that single mother whose child has therapy on the other side of town, these people need you. Offer specifically, "I know you have an appointment on Thursday. Can I pick you up at 2 p.m.? Don't make the person feel like a burden. "It's on my way, no problem." Arrive on time. Help them get in and out of the car if necessary. Bring water, candy, tissues. Don't force conversation if the person is anxious. Sometimes supportive silence is better. Wait during the appointment if possible. "I'll stay here, no rush." On the way back, ask, "Do you want to stop to buy your medicine?" Offer to take them regularly if it's ongoing treatment. "I can take you every Tuesday, you can count on me." Organize a group at church to take turns offering rides. This isn't just about transportation. It's dignity, it's care, it's presence. You are literally being the feet and hands of Jesus, and for those who receive it, that can be the difference between giving up and continuing to fight. Missionaries and social projects depend on faithful support, not fleeting enthusiasm. Supporting missionaries and social projects faithfully is a long-term commitment that sustains the kingdom of God. It's easy to donate once when there's an emotional appeal. It's difficult to donate every month for years. Choose a missionary or project you know and trust. It could be someone from your church planting churches in another city, a local orphanage, or a project with drug addicts. Commit to a fixed monthly amount. "I will donate $100 every month for the next 2 years. Set up automatic transfers so you don't forget. Don't just donate money, donate time. Visit the project, meet the people, understand their needs. Pray daily and specifically. Lord, protect missionary João in the Amazon. Provide resources, open hearts. Send encouraging messages. We are praying for you. Don't give up. Share the work on your networks. Learn about this incredible project. When you have extra money, donate extra. But never cut regular support without notice. Projects depend on this predictability for planning. Paul thanked the Philippians who faithfully supported him. Be a modern-day Philippian. Your faithful support may be what keeps God's work alive and transforming lives. You have skills that took years to develop. Sharing professional skills for free whenever possible is multiplying the talents God has given you. If you are a lawyer, offer free consultations to those who cannot afford them. If you are an accountant, help that small NGO organize its finances. If you are a designer, create the visual identity for the church's social project. If you are a teacher, give tutoring lessons to underprivileged children. If you are a mechanic, fix the widow's car for free. If you are a hairdresser, cut the hair of homeless people. If you are a psychologist, take on pro bono cases. Jesus used his carpentry skills to serve. Then he used his gift of teaching to transform multitudes. Set a sustainable limit. Every month I will dedicate 4 hours to volunteer work. Don't do it haphazardly just because it's free. Do it with excellence. Teach others. I'll show you how to do it so you can learn. Connect people. I can't help now, but I know someone who can. Your professional knowledge is a powerful tool for loving your neighbor. Don't bury your talent. Multiply it by serving. And you will discover that the more you give, the more God empowers you. Foreigners and newcomers experience invisible loneliness. Welcoming foreigners and newcomers with hospitality is practicing what the Bible repeatedly commands. Love the foreigner, for you were foreigners in Egypt. When someone new arrives at church in the building in the neighborhood, don't just greet them, invite them. Come have lunch at my house on Sunday. Introduce them to others. Let me introduce you to my friends. Offer practical help. Need recommendations for a supermarket, school, or doctor. If they are a foreigner, be patient with the language. Speak slowly. Use simple words. Explain local customs without judgment. Here in Brazil, we usually help with bureaucracy. I'll go with you to the bank to open an account. Celebrate their culture. Tell me about your country. I want to learn. Don't exoticize. Wow, what a funny accent. Treat them with normality and respect. Invite them to parties, include them in groups, make them feel like they belong. Hebrews says that some, practicing hospitality, welcomed angels without knowing it. You don't know what God is preparing through that stranger you welcomed. Maybe he'll be the next great leader of the church. Maybe he just needs a friend to keep him from giving up. Be that friend. Be that family. Open your door and your heart. Lending is easy. Lending without expecting anything in return is an advanced level of generosity. Jesus said, "Lend without expecting to receive it back." When someone asks you for a loan, honestly assess, can you give that amount as a gift? If not, don't lend it. You will create resentment later. If you can, lend it considering that it may never be repaid. Don't charge interest to brothers in need. That's usury. Don't keep asking, "So when are you going to pay me back?" If the person doesn't return it, don't spread it around. "So-and-so owes me and won't pay." Forgive the debt silently. If the person comes to pay later, accept it with gratitude, but not with a "finally." Also lend things, tools, books, equipment. Don't lend what you can't afford to lose. When someone returns something broken, don't explode. Accidents happen. Say, "It's okay, it was meant to be used anyway." Teach your children. When we lend, we do so without expecting anything back. This frees you from the anxiety of collecting and frees the other person from the shame of not being able to repay. Such radical generosity is total counterculture, but that's exactly what Jesus practiced. He gave everything, including his life, without expecting anything in return. Can we do less? Grief is one of the loneliest times in life. Preparing a meal for a grieving family is tangible love when words fail. When someone loses a loved one, the last thing on their mind is cooking. Organize with others. I'll bring lunch on Monday. Who can bring it on Tuesday? Prepare homemade, nutritious food in generous portions. Bring it in containers that don't need to be returned. The person doesn't have the energy to wash and return them. Include a simple note. "We are praying for you. With love, the Silver family." Also bring disposable items, napkins and juice. Ask about dietary restrictions beforehand. Don't ring the doorbell insistently. The family may be resting. Leave a message on the door if necessary. Don't wait to be let in to talk. It's not about you. Offer to do other tasks. Can I do laundry? Go shopping? Continue bringing food in the following weeks. Grief doesn't end at the funeral. A month later, when everyone has forgotten, show up with a meal. "I remembered you today." This says, you are not alone. Your pain matters. We are here. Food is communion. It is care. It is the physical presence of God's love. And in the midst of the darkness of grief, it can be the ray of light that sustains another day. Elderly people face challenges that many don't realize. Accompanying seniors to simple tasks like grocery shopping and pharmacy visits offers dignity and security. That 80-year-old neighbor who lives alone, that grandmother from church who no longer drives, that gentleman who walks slowly with a cane, they need you. Offer specifically, "I'm going to the market Saturday morning, can I take you?" Go without rushing. Seniors don't have your pace. Help push the cart, reach products on the high shelf, read labels with small print. At the pharmacy, help check prescriptions, understand dosages, carry bags. Offer your arm for support while walking. Don't treat them condescendingly. Grandpa, let's go quickly. Treat them with respect. Mister, Jose, are you comfortable with this pace? Talk along the way. Loneliness is epidemic among the elderly. Ask about their lives. What was it like here before? Listen to stories with genuine attention. Offer regular help. Every Friday I can take you, okay? Take your children along. Teach them to honor the elderly. Leviticus commands, rise before the gray-haired and honor the face of the aged. Elderly people carry wisdom, history, and dignity. Honoring them is a commandment, not an option. And you will discover that you receive more than you give in these interactions. Written words have lasting power. Writing letters or messages of encouragement is planting seeds of hope that can be reread on difficult days. Paul wrote letters that encouraged entire churches for generations. You can do the same on a smaller scale, but no less powerfully. Identify someone who needs encouragement. The unemployed friend, the missionary in a difficult field, the young person doubting their faith, the weary pastor. Write by hand if possible. There's something special about a physical letter. Be specific. I admire your perseverance in continuing to look for work even after so many rejections. This shows strong character. Include a relevant verse. I remembered Isaiah 40:31 when I thought of you. Recall good times. I'll never forget when you helped me on that difficult day. You make a difference. Declare truths. God hasn't given up on you. Your best days are yet to come. Don't just write when there's a crisis. Write to celebrate too. Congratulations on your graduation. Your dedication inspired many. Keep copies. One day you may need to remember what you wrote. And know this, that letter can be kept for years, reread in moments of despair, and be exactly what prevents someone from giving up. Your words have power. Use it to build others up. Intercessory prayer is serious spiritual work. Interceding for specific needs continuously is committing to repeatedly bringing someone before God until the answer comes. Jesus intercedes for us continually. We should do the same for one another. When someone shares a need, healing from illness, financial provision, marriage restoration, family member salvation, don't just say, I'll pray and forget about it. Write it down in a prayer journal. John, cancer healing, started chemo in March. Pray daily, specifically, Lord, touch John's body. May the chemo be effective. May the side effects be minimal. May the family have peace. Send messages regularly. I prayed for you today. How are you? Follow up. And the test results, did they come back? Celebrate victories. Glory to God for the remission. Don't give up if the answer is slow in coming. Persist, like the importunate widow in the parable. Pray aloud with the person when possible. This brings immediate comfort. Fast for difficult causes. Gather others to pray together. Let's form a prayer chain for John. And when God answers, testify, we prayed for months for this. God is faithful. Faithful intercession moves mountains. You are literally changing spiritual realities through prayer. Don't underestimate this power. Pray without ceasing. Exhausted parents are an unseen reality in many families. Offering childcare to relieve tired parents is a gift of time and mental sanity that is priceless. That single mother who hasn't had a free night in months, that young couple with newborn twins who barely get any sleep, those parents caring for a child with special needs, they desperately need rest. Offer specifically, Saturday afternoon I can watch the kids for 3 hours. You can go out, relax, do whatever you need to. Don't wait to be asked. Parents feel guilty about asking for help. Go prepared. Bring games, books, snacks. Follow the routines the parents have established. Nap times, screen time rules, dietary restrictions. Don't judge the mess in the house. You don't know what kind of day they've had. Discreetly clean up if possible. Wash dishes, organize toys. Send photos during the childcare. Everything's fine here, enjoy yourselves. When the parents return, say, that was great, can we do it again next week? Organize a childcare rotation at church. Every first Friday, we offer free childcare so parents can rest. You're giving what money can't buy: peace, rest, and the reminder that they're not alone. And for parents at their breaking point, this can save marriages, mental health, even lives. Blood, bone marrow, and organs literally save lives. Donating blood and considering bone marrow and organ donation is love for your neighbor in the most concrete way possible. Jesus shed his blood for humanity. You can shed some of yours for someone specific. Find the nearest blood center and donate regularly. Men can donate every 2 months, women every 3. Bring friends along. Let's donate blood on Saturday. Register with the National Bone Marrow Donor Registry. It's simple, quick, and you may be the only match for someone with leukemia. Declare your wish to donate organs after death in writing and inform your family. In Brazil, the family decides, so it's crucial that they know your wishes. Don't let superstitions or unfounded fears stop you. What if they need my organ and let me die? This doesn't happen. Medical protocols are rigorous. A single organ donor can save up to 8 lives and improve the quality of life of dozens through tissues. Imagine your eyes allowing someone to see their children's faces, your heart beating in the chest of a father, your kidneys freeing someone from dialysis. That is an eternal legacy. That is love that transcends your own death. Meetings and group conversations reveal cruel hierarchies. Giving voice to those ignored in conversations and meetings is social justice on a micro scale. Observe. There's always someone who tries to speak but is interrupted. Someone whose ideas are ignored until someone else repeats them and receives credit. Someone systematically excluded. Jesus gave voice to the Samaritan woman, to lepers, to children, people whom society silenced. Be an active ally. When someone is interrupted, say, "Wait, let Mary finish her thought." When someone steals an idea, correct them. As John suggested earlier, when someone shy can't join the conversation, create space. Peter, what do you think about this? In work meetings, observe who never speaks and ask directly. I'd like to hear the perspective of someone who hasn't spoken yet. Don't speak for them. Create space for them to speak. Then validate. Great point. Thank you for sharing. Teach your children. Did you notice that boy was trying to speak? Let's listen to him. Challenge power dynamics. Why do the same people always decide everything? Amplifying marginalized voices is a daily exercise in love and justice, and you will discover that the best ideas often come from those who are being silenced. Cues test patience and reveal character. Giving way in line to someone in a hurry or in need is a small sacrifice that can mean everything to someone. That mother with a crying baby in her arms, that elderly person who can barely stand, that visibly anxious person looking at their watch. They need it more than you do. Offer without fanfare. You can go ahead of me, I'm not in a hurry. Don't make a scene expecting effusive thanks, do it because it's right. In traffic, let the car go ahead of you. At the supermarket, if you have a full cart and someone behind you has 3 items, invite them. Would you like to go ahead? At the bank, give up your seat to pregnant women and the elderly, even if you are also tired. Teach your children by observing aloud. Did you see that lady? Let's let her go ahead. Don't give way with a sour face or a dramatic sigh. That negates the kindness. Give way with a genuine smile. And remember, you've been in a hurry before. You've needed consideration before. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Philippians says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition, but consider others better than yourselves." Giving way is crucifying your ego for 3 minutes. It's humility practice. It's practical love that costs almost nothing but is worth a lot. Employment isn't just about a salary. It's about dignity, purpose, and survival. Giving job opportunities or responsible referrals opens doors that can change entire trajectories. When you hear about a vacancy at your company, think, do I know someone qualified who is unemployed? Refer responsibly. Your reputation is at stake, so only refer those you truly trust. Help the person prepare. I'll introduce you to the manager, but first, let's review your resume. Teach them about the company culture. They value punctuality and proactivity. Be a mentor during the process. The interview is tomorrow, let's do a mock interview. If you are an employer, give a chance to those with potential but lacking experience. I'll hire you as an apprentice, let's grow together. Hire ex-convicts who want to start over, people with disabilities and young people from vulnerable communities. Offer paid internships, not disguised exploitation. Pay a fair wage. Don't take advantage of someone else's need. When someone you referred is hired, follow up. How's it going? Do you need anything? And if the person fails, don't say, I'll never recommend anyone again. Evaluate each case individually. Your recommendation could lift a family out of poverty. It could give a young person the first chance no one else has given them. That is loving your neighbor with transformative power. Hunger doesn't wait. Paying for a coffee or meal for someone in need is satisfying an immediate need with dignity. That homeless person on the corner, that co-worker you know is struggling financially, that student who skips meals to save money, they need you now. At the cafe, discreetly pay someone's bill. Ask the server not to reveal who paid. At the restaurant, if you see someone counting coins, call the waiter and whisper, "Put that on my tab." Invite them without embarrassment. "I'm going to lunch. Come with me. It's on me." Don't make it seem like charity. "I'll pay today, you pay another day." Give meal vouchers to those you know need them. "I have some left over. Can you use this?" Buy pre-packaged meals and distribute them. Leave a generous tip for waiters. Many support families with tips. Pay for the meals of essential workers. That police officer over there put his lunch on my tab. Don't take a picture to post, "Look at my good deed." Do it quietly. Jesus fed multitudes without asking for recognition. Food is a basic need, not a luxury. And when you feed someone, you are literally being the hands of Christ. Matthew 25 is clear. "I was hungry, and you gave me food." Debt imprisons and destroys families. Teaching basic finance to those in debt is a practical liberation that changes generations. Many people have never learned how to budget, control spending, or get out of debt. Offer to help without judgment. "Can I help you organize your finances?" without charging anything. Sit down together and list all debts, amounts, interest, deadlines. Teach them to prioritize. First, let's negotiate the ones with the highest interest rates. Show them how to make a simple budget. Income minus fixed expenses. What's left for variable expenses. Teach them how to cut spending without suffering. Changing brands at the supermarket can save you 30%. Help them negotiate debts. Call creditors together, ask for discounts, and arrange payment plans. Teach them about pitfalls, abusive payroll loans, revolving credit cards, loan sharks. Suggest free resources, simple spreadsheets, online financial education courses. Follow up monthly. How's the budget going? Are you managing to stick to it? Celebrate small victories. You paid off a debt, congratulations. Don't lend money without teaching management skills. You'll perpetuate the problem. Teach people to fish. Don't give them fish. Proverbs is full of financial wisdom. Use it. When someone gets out of debt thanks to your help, an entire family breathes a sigh of relief. Marriages are saved. Mental health is restored. That's transformative love. Public gratitude is rare and powerful. Practicing public gratitude for small gestures is a culture that transforms entire environments. Jesus publicly thanked the Father before multiplying loaves of bread. Paul thanked churches by name in his letters. Do the same. When someone does something kind, thank them in front of others. "Guys, I want to thank Maria who stayed late helping with the project." In the family group chat, write, "Thank you, Mum, for always remembering everyone's birthdays." At church, testify, "So-and-so helped me through a difficult time, I'm grateful." At work, praise publicly, "Juan's work was exceptional, everyone should see it." On social media, tag and thank. "Grateful to this friend who always supports me." Write positive reviews for service providers who are excellent. Send a message to the manager praising the employee. Thank teachers publicly. "My son grew a lot in your class, thank you." Don't keep gratitude only in your heart. Declare it. Public recognition motivates, values, and dignifies, and it creates a culture of appreciation where there was previously indifference. Thessalonians commands, "Give thanks in everything." Don't just feel gratitude, express it publicly. You will see relationships strengthen and people flourish under genuine recognition. Prisons are places forgotten by society. Visiting inmates where permitted and supporting families is radical love that Jesus explicitly mentioned. "I was in prison, and you visited me." Many prisoners are forgotten even by their own families. Find out about visitation programs at local prisons. Many accept volunteers. Go with a church group for safety. Bring hope, not judgment. God hasn't given up on you. Share the gospel. Prisons are fertile mission fields. Bring Bibles, study materials. Teach skills, literacy, crafts that can be sold. Help with legal processes when possible. Many are imprisoned for not having a lawyer. Support families on the outside. Wives raising children alone. Mothers suffering social shame. Offer childcare. Your father is in prison, but you are not alone. Help financially. Food baskets, school supplies. Don't spread rumors. So-and-so is in prison. Protect the family's privacy. When the prisoner is released, help with reintegration. I have a job opening for you. Give a real second chance. Society condemns eternally. The church should restore. Paul wrote letters from prison that changed the world. The person you are visiting may be the next great testimony of transformation. Don't give up on them. Education is the gateway out of poverty. Helping students with academic support is an investment in futures you will never see, but which will exist because of you. That child in the community who has no one to help with homework, that teenager who is repeating a grade, that young person who dreams of college but has learning gaps, they need you. Offer your services at church. I can give math tutoring on Saturdays. Use your home, the library, a church space. Be patient. Learning difficulties are not stupidity. Discover how each person learns best. Visual, auditory, practical. Use creative methods, educational games, videos, everyday examples. Don't do the homework for them. Teach them how to do it. Celebrate progress. You've improved a lot. I'm proud of you. Provide materials when needed. Notebooks, pens, books. Help with schoolwork, test preparation, college entrance essays. Connect with other resources. This library offers a free course. Monitor performance. How was the test? Dream together. What course do you want to take? Let's look for scholarships. When that student passes the university entrance exam, you will have participated in a silent miracle. Education breaks cycles of poverty. Your weekly tutoring hour can change an entire lineage. Difficult medical appointments shouldn't be faced alone. Accompanying people to difficult appointments is a presence that brings courage and clarity. When someone is about to receive a diagnosis of a serious illness, discuss cancer treatment, undergo a frightening exam, or decide on surgery, having someone by their side makes a huge difference. Offer to go with you to the appointment. 4 ears are better than 2. Go prepared. Bring a notebook to write down what the doctor says. The person will be nervous and may forget. Ask questions they haven't thought of. What are the side effects? Are there alternatives? Be an emotional support. Hold their hand in the waiting room. Hug them when tears come. Don't minimize. Everything will be all right. Validate. This is really scary. I'm here with you. Help them process it afterward. Let's have coffee and talk about what the doctor said. Assist with decisions. Let's list the pros and cons of each treatment. Pray before entering the doctor's office. Lord, give wisdom to the doctors and peace to her. Offer to accompany you to all treatment appointments. I won't let you face this alone. Your presence transforms solitary terror into a shared journey. And sometimes that's what gives you the strength to keep fighting. Crises don't announce their arrival. Offering emergency shelter during crises, when safe, is life-saving hospitality. When someone flees domestic violence, loses their home in a fire, is evicted, or faces a flood, where will that person sleep tonight? If you have a room available and the situation is safe, open your door. You can stay here until you get settled. Set clear expectations. You can stay for 2 weeks while you look for a place. Provide the basics: a clean bed, towels, food. Respect privacy. Don't interrogate them about the crisis. Offer to talk when the person wants to. Help them find solutions. Let's research shelters, social services, a lawyer. Don't make the person feel like a burden. We're happy to help. Establish healthy boundaries if necessary. We can't have alcohol in the house. Protect your family. If there's a risk, look for alternatives. Pay for a hotel for a few days. Connect with specialized shelters. Involve the church. Can someone host this family for a week? Organize a rotation. Acts recounts that the early church shared homes. Hebrews commands, do not neglect to show hospitality. Your empty room can be a refuge that prevents tragedy. Your open door can be the literal answer to a desperate prayer. Bad advice destroys lives. Wise advice builds them. Guiding those who seek counsel with wisdom is a responsibility that demands humility and discernment. When someone comes to you seeking guidance on marriage, career, finances, raising children, don't respond lightly. First, listen completely. Tell me everything without rushing. Ask questions before advising. What have you already tried? What is your heart telling you? Don't project your experience as universal. It was like this for me, but your situation is unique. Point to biblical principles, not personal opinions. The Bible says that, acknowledge limitations. This is beyond my capacity. You should consult a therapist. Don't decide for the person. I can't tell you what to do, but I can help you think. Present perspectives. Have you considered this angle? Pray together. Let's ask God for wisdom now. Follow up afterward. How did you decide? How can I continue to support you? Don't gossip. So-and-so asked me for advice about. Keep confidences. Proverbs says that without counsel plans fail, but with many counselors there is success. Be a wise, humble, and biblical counselor. Your advice may be the light someone needs to make the most important decision of their life. Offering a ride seems simple, but it requires responsibility. Giving a ride safely and responsibly means caring for the life that God has temporarily placed under your protection. When you offer a ride, to church, to work, to an appointment, you are taking responsibility for that life. Drive prudently. Respect speed limits. Wear your seatbelt. Don't use your cell phone. Don't drive while sleepy, drunk, or distracted. Keep your car in good condition. Brakes, tires, fuel. Be punctual. If you said you'd pick someone up at 7 a.m., be there at 7 a.m. Respect the person's space. Don't force a conversation if they are quiet. Don't smoke in the car. Don't play loud music without asking. Be sensitive. If the person is visibly uncomfortable, ask, is everything all right? Is the speed okay? Don't charge money from someone in need. No need to pay, I'm going anyway. Accept contributions from those who can and want to help. Don't use rides as an opportunity for forced evangelism. Be a witness through your character. Women, be careful when giving rides to men traveling alone and vice versa. Wisdom protects reputations. Pray before leaving. Lord, protect this journey. Your ride could be the difference between someone arriving or not at their appointment, work, or church. Drive as if Jesus were in the back seat. In fact, he is. Practical skills are gifts that keep on giving. Teaching practical skills like cooking, making repairs, and using technology empowers people towards autonomy and dignity. That young person who left home and only knows how to make instant noodles. That widow who always depended on her husband to fix things. That elderly person who doesn't know how to use a smartphone and feels excluded. They need you. Teach them to cook basic, nutritious, and economical recipes. Rice, beans, roast chicken, vegetables. Cook together. Don't just demonstrate, now you try. Teach simple repairs, changing a light bulb, unclogging a sink, fixing a leaky faucet, sewing on a button. Bring your tools and teach them how to use them. Teach technology with infinite patience, how to use WhatsApp, make video calls, pay bills by cell phone, identify digital scams. Repeat as many times as necessary without irritation. Write illustrated step-by-step instructions. 1. Click on the green icon. 2. Type the person's name. Teach finance, how to budget, use a simple spreadsheet, avoid debt. Teach basic sewing, gardening, car maintenance. What is obvious to you may be a mystery to others. Jesus was a carpenter. He taught with his hands. Paul made tents. Manual labor has dignity, and when you teach someone to do something on their own, you give them independence, self-esteem, and the ability to serve others. Shared knowledge multiplies infinitely. Piles of clothes in the closet while others go cold are a Christian contradiction. Donating clothes in good condition, washed and cared for, respects the dignity of the recipient. Don't donate what you wouldn't use. Donate what still has value. The rule is simple. If you haven't used it in a year, someone needs it more than you. But be careful. Don't donate torn, stained, or musty-smelling clothes. That's not generosity, it's disguised disrespect. Wash everything before donating. Iron if possible. Separate by size and type. Put them in organized bags. Women's clothes size M, children's clothes 2 to 4 years. Donate to trustworthy institutions, shelters, social projects, churches that distribute judiciously. Ask what they need most. Do you need winter clothes or shoes more? Also, donate shoes in good condition, belts, bags. Teach your children. Let's choose toys and clothes to donate to children who don't have any. Don't take a picture of the donation to post. Look at my charity. Do it in silence, and remember, Jesus said that when you clothe the naked, you clothe him. That piece of clothing sitting in your closet could warm someone this winter. That forgotten pair of shoes could clothe feet that walk miles looking for work. Donate with love, not with pity. Immigrants face invisible barriers daily. Helping immigrants with language and bureaucracy is a bridge between despair and a new beginning. Imagine being in a foreign country without understanding the language, without knowing how to open a bank account, enroll children in school, or access public health care. Offer to teach Portuguese. I can give you lessons twice a week, free of charge. Be patient. Learning a language as an adult is difficult. Use practical methods, everyday vocabulary, useful phrases, conversation. Accompany them through bureaucratic processes. Go with them to the bank, to the federal police for documents, to the health center. Translate when necessary. Explain systems that are obvious to you. Here in Brazil, public health care is free through the SUS, Unified Health System. Help fill out complex forms. Connect with the community of fellow countrymen. I know other Venezuelans here, I'll introduce you. Defend against xenophobia. He is an immigrant, not inferior. Celebrate their culture. Teach us a typical recipe from your country. Help in the job search. I will review your resume and adapt it to the Brazilian standard. Teach slang and expressions. When they say beleza, it means okay. Your help can be the difference between integration and desperate isolation. Leviticus commands, the foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native-born. You must love them as yourself. This is not a suggestion, it's a commandment. Doubts about faith are normal, not heresies. Welcoming questions of faith without judgment creates a safe space where genuine faith can grow. Jesus never rebuked honest questions. He patiently answered Nicodemus, Thomas, and the confused disciples. When someone asks, why does God allow suffering? How do I know the Bible is true? What if I don't feel God? Don't respond with, you need to have more faith. That kills the conversation and hurts the person. Say, great question, I've wondered that too. Validate the doubt. It's normal to question, doubt is not a sin. Answer honestly, I don't have all the answers, but I can share what I've learned. Use the Bible, but also reason and experience. Acknowledge mysteries. Some things we won't fully understand in this life. Don't force ready-made answers on open wounds. When someone is suffering, God has a plan can sound cruel. Just offer, I don't know why this happened, but I'm here with you. Suggest resources, books that address doubt seriously, not with cliches. Pray for the person, Lord, reveal yourself to them in a personal way. Faith that doesn't allow questions is fragile. Faith that withstands honest questioning is solid. Be a safe space where doubts can be expressed without fear of rejection. Books and uplifting resources are seeds of transformation. Offering books and uplifting resources is investing in someone's spiritual and emotional growth. When you realize someone is struggling with anxiety, relationships, doubts about faith or life purpose, the right book can be a game changer. Build a small personal library to lend, books on grace, emotional healing, purpose, and inspiring biographies. Lend generously. This book helped me a lot. I think it will help you too. Don't ask for it back. Consider it a donation. If the person doesn't like to read, offer audiobooks, uplifting podcasts, or documentaries. Be specific. Are you struggling with forgiveness? This book deals with exactly that. Gift Bibles in accessible language to new converts. Donate devotionals, prayer journals, and Bible study materials. Share articles, videos, and sermons that impacted you. I heard this and thought of you. Create reading groups. Let's read this book together and discuss it. Don't force it. Only if you want to, no pressure. Follow along. Did you manage to read it? What did you think? Proverbs says that the wise love instruction. You can be the channel that brings transformative instruction to someone, and a book you lend today can change a life forever. Chaotic homes reflect overburdened lives. Helping clean and organize the home of someone overwhelmed is practical love that restores order and peace. That mother with postpartum depression who doesn't have the energy to clean, that elderly person who can no longer do housework, that family in crisis where the house has become chaos, they need you. Offer specifically, "I'll come over on Saturday to help organize the house, is that okay?" Go with supplies, cleaning products, trash bags, cloths. Don't judge the mess. No judgment, we're here to help. Ask where to start. Which room is bothering you the most? Work together, not alone. You separate what you're going to donate, I'll clean the shelves. Organize with a simple system. Let's put labels on the boxes. Discard with permission. Can I throw this away? Never discard without asking. It may have sentimental value. Deep clean stove, bathroom windows, change bed linens, wash accumulated dishes, bring ready-made lunch. No one is cooking today. Involve others. Let's go as a group. It'll be faster. Don't tell others, "So-and-so's house was a mess." Keep it a secret. When the house is back in order, the mind breathes. You are restoring not only physical space, but mental health and dignity. That's love that gets your hands dirty. Important dates leave a mark on the soul. Remembering important dates like bereavement and treatments and offering support is saying, you are not alone on this journey. A year after the death of a spouse, 2 years after a cancer diagnosis, the anniversary of a child who passed away, the date of surgery, these dates are heavy. Most people forget. You can be different. Write it on the calendar. The 15th marks 1 year since Joan's father passed away. Send a message on that day. "I know today is a difficult day. I'm praying for you. Do you want to talk?" Don't ignore the date for fear of upsetting the person. They are already sad. Your remembrance brings comfort. Visit if possible. "I came to have coffee with you today." Take flowers to the grave with you. Accompany them through treatments. "Tomorrow is the last chemo, I'll be there with you." Celebrate victories. 6 months cancer-free, let's celebrate. Remember the birthdays of lonely people. "Happy birthday, I made a cake, can I bring it?" Don't just send an automated message. Call, visit, hug. Mark it on the calendar and stick to it. When someone realizes you remember the dates that marked their pain or struggle, that person feels seen, valued, loved. And on difficult days, your remembrance can be the light that prevents total darkness. Packed schedules are modern idols. Interrupting your own schedule to attend to real emergencies is crucifying the ego and prioritizing people over plans. Jesus was on his way to heal Jairus' daughter when he was interrupted by the woman with the flow of blood. He stopped. He attended to her. He didn't say, "I'm busy right now." When someone calls you in desperation, "I need you now," cancel whatever is less important. Meetings can be rescheduled. Crises don't wait. When a friend comes to you in tears, turn off the TV and listen. When your neighbor knocks on the door asking for emergency help, drop what you're doing. Assess whether it's a real emergency, life-threatening risk, serious emotional crisis, a situation that can't wait. Don't be a doormat for those who create constant drama, but be available for legitimate emergencies. Tell your boss, "I need to leave, it's a family emergency." Arrive late to an appointment if necessary to help someone. Teach your children, "Let's help now. The movie can wait." Jesus said that the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Your schedules exist to serve people, not people to serve your schedules. When you interrupt your plans to attend to a real emergency, you are saying, "You are more important than my convenience." That is sacrificial love in action. Ignored messages scream, "You don't matter." Responding to messages attentively and respectfully dignifies those who took the trouble to contact you. We live in an era of unanswered views, of leaving people hanging. This is cruel. When someone messages you, respond within a reasonable time. If you can't respond right now, say, "I saw your message, I'll reply calmly later." Don't leave them hanging for days. Read carefully, don't just answer half the question. If someone shares their pain, don't respond with emojis, respond with words. "I'm sorry for what you're going through. How can I help?" Don't respond while doing other things, give your full attention. Avoid monosyllabic responses. Okay. Cool. This ends conversations. Ask questions. And how are you feeling about this? Respond to audio messages with audio messages if the person prefers that. Respect the communication method the person has chosen. Don't ignore messages from less important people. Every human being deserves a response. If you don't want to talk, be honest. I'm not available right now. Can we talk tomorrow? Don't ghost people. Proverbs says that a gentle answer turns away wrath. A thoughtful response builds bridges. Your message may be the only human interaction someone has had all day. Respond as if you were responding to Jesus. In fact, you are. Loneliness kills slowly. Making regular visits to those who live alone is a presence that literally saves lives. That elderly widower in the building, that lady from church who lives alone, that neighbor you never see receiving visitors, they are dying of loneliness. Studies show that loneliness is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Commit to regular visits. Every Saturday afternoon I'll visit you. Be faithful. Don't fail. For someone who lives alone, your visit may be the only human contact of the week. Bring something simple. Cookies, fruit, flowers. Don't rush. I have an hour to talk. Turn off your cell phone. Listen to stories even if they are repeated. For the elderly, reminiscing is therapeutic. Ask about their lives. What was it like here when you were young? Do simple tasks. Change a light bulb. Reach something high up. Organize medications. Invite them out. Let's walk in the park. Bring your children. Children bring contagious joy. Call between visits, just to see how you are. Organize community lunches. There's lunch at church on Sunday. I'll pick you up. Celebrate birthdays. Let's celebrate your 80th birthday. When you visit regularly, you become family. And for those who have no one, you can be the reason to keep living. Don't underestimate the power of your constant presence. Bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. Encouraging healthy habits like sleep, nutrition, and exercise is loving your neighbor holistically. Many Christians care for their souls, but destroy their bodies. Jesus rested, ate, walked. He cared for his body. When you see someone destroying themselves with bad habits, don't ignore it with, "Everyone knows what's best for themselves." Love them enough to say, "I'm worried about you. Are you sleeping well?" Invite them to adopt healthy habits together. Let's go for a walk every morning. Teach them about sleep. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Help them create a routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Teach them about basic nutrition. Let's go to the market together. I'll show you how to choose nutritious foods. Cook healthy meals together. Don't be radical. You can never eat sweets again. Be balanced. Everything in moderation. Exercise together. Let's go to the gym together. I'll give you a ride. Celebrate progress. You're more energetic. Congratulations. Don't shame those who are overweight. Encourage gradual changes. Pray for people's health. Lord, give him discipline and health. Remember that a healthy body allows one to serve better and for longer. Paul said, "I discipline my body." Help others to do the same with love and patience. Useless arguments waste energy and destroy relationships. Avoiding pointless disputes and seeking peace is wisdom that Proverbs teaches repeatedly. Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every mistake needs to be corrected. Not every offense needs to be answered. Jesus remained silent in the face of false accusations. He chose battles. When someone provokes you into an argument about an irrelevant subject, football team, cell phone brand, musical preference, don't take the bait. Say, "Okay, you might be right." When someone criticizes something you've done, evaluate, is it constructive criticism or just an attack? If it's an attack, don't respond. Be silent. Proverbs says, "Answering a fool according to his folly is stooping to his level." Choose peace over being right. When an argument is escalating, be the first to back down. Let's agree to disagree. Don't fuel conflicts on social media. It's not worth your peace of mind. Block, mute, leave toxic groups. Teach your children, not every provocation deserves a response. Pray for self-control. Lord, guard my mouth. Romans commands, if it is possible, As far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Sometimes seeking peace means swallowing pride and remaining silent. This is not weakness, it is strength under control. It is wisdom that preserves relationships and your own sanity. Professional knowledge is a powerful tool for justice. Offering pro bono professional services in critical cases is using your gifts to defend the defenseless. If you are a lawyer, take on cases of injustice where the person cannot afford to pay. Exploited workers, victims of domestic violence, undocumented immigrants. If you are a doctor, provide free care to those without health insurance. If you are a dentist, treat the smiles of those who cannot pay. If you are an engineer, help underprivileged communities with sanitation projects. If you are a psychologist, take on pro bono cases of people in crisis. Establish a sustainable limit. I will take on 2 pro bono cases per month. Don't do it haphazardly just because it's free. Do it with maximum excellence. Treat the pro bono client with the same dignity as the paying client. Don't boast, "Look how generous I am." Do it quietly. Connect with organizations in need. I offer my services for cases of social vulnerability. Teach interns to do the same. Part of our practice is to serve those who cannot pay. Jesus healed freely. He didn't charge for multiplying the loaves, he served without expecting payment. His professional knowledge can be the difference between justice and injustice, between life and death. Use it for the kingdom. Use it for the least, the forgotten. Creation groans, waiting for redemption. Caring for creation, for the environment, out of love for our neighbor, means understanding that destroying nature harms people. When you pollute the river, you poison the water that poor children drink. When you waste resources, you steal from future generations. Genesis says that God placed man in the garden to cultivate and keep it. Protect creation, reduce waste, recycle, reuse. Don't throw trash in the street. It clogs drains and causes floods that kill poor people in favelas. Save water and energy. Resources are limited. Plant trees. They purify the air that everyone breathes. Consume consciously. Less plastic, less disposable items. Support local and sustainable agriculture. Report environmental crimes, illegal deforestation, river pollution. Teach your children. We take care of nature because we love people. Participate in cleanup campaigns, beaches, rivers, parks. Reduce meat consumption. Industrial livestock farming is unsustainable. Don't be extremist, but be responsible. Romans says that creation eagerly awaits the revelation of the sons of God. Be a child of God who cares for what the Father created. Caring for the environment is not a political agenda. It is biblical stewardship and practical love for your neighbor. Your choices today affect the lives of children who are not yet born. Streets hide forgotten dignity. Preparing hygiene kits for homeless people is restoring basic humanity. Living on the street robs you of dignity. You have nowhere to shower, brush your teeth, or wash clothes. Assemble simple kits in Ziploc bags, toothbrush and toothpaste, soap, shampoo, deodorant, feminine hygiene products, razor, comb, small towel, wet wipes. Add clean socks. Feet are tortured on the streets. Include a note. You are valuable. God loves you. Distribute them personally, look them in the eye, greet them by name if you know it. Don't throw the kit from afar as if the person were contagious. Sit down, talk. What's your name? How long have you been on the street? Listen to their story without judgment. Offer more than just a kit. Do you know of any shelters? I can take you. Bring food along, sandwiches, fruit, juice. Organize groups at church. Let's put together 50 kits this month. Involve children. Let's help people who don't have homes. Don't take photos for social media. Look at my charity. Do it in silence. And remember, Jesus had nowhere to lay his head. He understands life on the streets. When you serve the homeless, you literally serve Jesus. Matthew 25 leaves no doubt. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Moving house is chaotic and exhausting. Helping with house moves is practical love that eases physical and emotional burdens. Carrying boxes, disassembling furniture, cleaning the old house, organizing the new one. It's all hard work. When someone from church, family, or the neighborhood is moving, Offer your help. What day is the move? Can I help? Go prepared. Old clothes, physical stamina, water. Arrive early. Moves start early. Organize logistics. Let's carry the large furniture first. Protect fragile items. Wrap them in newspaper, label boxes. Disassemble and assemble furniture carefully. Clean the old house. Sweep. Mop. Make it presentable. In the new house, help organize. Where do you want me to put this? Don't just throw everything haphazardly. Bring food and drinks. No one will have time to cook. Involve others. Let's go as a group. It's faster and more fun. Don't complain. Wow, so much to do. Work with joy. Pray for the new home. Lord, bless this home. Come back in the following days. Do you need help organizing? Moving marks new beginnings. Your help transforms stressful moments into memories of community and love. Romans says, rejoice with those who rejoice. Helping with the move is celebrating someone's new beginning with actions, not just words. Smiles are free but worth a fortune. Smiling and greeting with genuine attention is recognizing the humanity of every person you meet. Jesus looked into people's eyes. He truly saw them. How many times do you pass someone and don't even look? The doorman of the building, the cleaning lady at the office, the supermarket clerk, the beggar on the corner, all invisible. Change that. Look them in the eye. Smile genuinely, not that fake social smile. Greet them by name if you know it. Good morning, Mr. Jose. If you don't know, ask, what's your name? I want to greet you properly. Ask how the person is doing and really listen to the answer. How was your weekend? Don't just ask out of politeness while you're already thinking about something else. Stop. Look. Listen. Thank them for services. Thank you for keeping everything clean. It makes a difference. Greet strangers on the street. A good morning can change someone's day. Smile at children. They reciprocate with pure joy. Don't walk around with a sour face as if the world owes you something. Proverbs says that a joyful heart makes a face beautiful. Your smile might be the only kindness someone receives today. Your genuine attention can make someone feel human again. It costs nothing and is worth everything. Be a light in a world of closed faces and empty stares. Words create realities. Speaking words of blessing, not curses, is choosing life or death with your tongue. Proverbs is clear. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. When you speak about someone, you are prophesying over that person's life. Stop saying that boy is no good. You'll never change. That family is cursed. These are curses. Speak blessings. I see potential in you. God has great plans for your life. Your family will be restored. Bless your children daily. You are intelligent, capable, loved by God. Bless your spouse. You are a blessing in my life. Bless your co-workers. Your work makes a difference. Bless even those who irritate you. May God bless you and prosper you. Don't curse your own day. Today is going to be awful. Declare, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice in it. Don't curse your body. I'm ugly, fat, useless. Declare, I am God's creation, fearfully and wonderfully made. Teach your children, we don't say I hate, we say I don't like. Words have spiritual power. Use them to build, not to destroy. Bless with your mouth. Prophesy life. Declare God's truths over people, and watch how realities begin to change. Public recognition transforms lives. Giving credit and publicly celebrating others' achievements is humility that uplifts others. Jesus publicly praised the centurion's faith, the widow's generosity, and Mary's devotion. He wasn't envious of the spotlight. When someone contributes to a project, give credit. This was only possible because of Anna's work. Don't steal ideas. As Pedro suggested, celebrate promotions. Congratulations to João on his well-deserved promotion. Post on social media. Proud of this friend who graduated after so much effort. Write recommendations on LinkedIn. Recommend people for opportunities. I know someone perfect for this position. At work, praise publicly. Maria's report was exceptional. At church, acknowledge invisible servants. Let's thank whoever cleans the church every week. In the family, celebrate. Your brother passed the university entrance exam. How proud I am. Don't minimize achievements. Oh, but it was easy. Celebrate genuinely. Take a picture, post it, tag the person, send a message to the parents. Your child did an amazing job. Public recognition motivates, dignifies, inspires, and it only costs you your pride. Philippians says, consider others better than yourselves. Praise others, give credit, celebrate achievements. You don't diminish when others shine, you shine along with them. Tools that are not being used are wasted resources. Sharing tools and community resources is a form of solidarity economy that strengthens communities. That drill you use once a year, that lawnmower stored away, that ladder in storage, someone needs it now. Create a culture of sharing. Need a tool? You can borrow one. Organize a community tool library at church. We have drills, saws, ladders available to lend. Establish a simple system, a loan book, a return deadline. Lend without fear. If it breaks, that's okay. It was meant to be used. Share resources. I have a large car. I can help with moving. Offer space. My yard is large. You can have a barbecue here. Share subscriptions. I have Netflix. You can use my account. Split costs. Let's buy together in bulk and split the cost. Organize collective purchasing groups. Share knowledge. I know how to fix this. I can teach you. Acts recounts that the early church shared everything. No one was in need. We don't need communism, but community. Western individualism says, what's mine is mine. The kingdom of God says, what is mine is available to whoever needs it. Be generous with resources. Share tools. Strengthen community. You will discover that the more you share, the more you receive when you need it. Gifts are easy. Presence is expensive. Offering quality time, not just things, is giving what truly matters. Jesus didn't give things to his disciples. He gave them 3 years of shared life. Parents buy expensive toys but don't play with their children. Friends send gifts but don't visit. Spouses give jewelry but don't talk. Stop compensating for absence with gifts. Give time. Turn off your cell phone and play with your child on the floor. Today is your day. We'll do whatever you want. Schedule coffee with that friend you haven't seen in months. I want to listen to you without rushing. Sit with your spouse without the TV, without distractions. Let's have a real conversation. Visit that elderly relative. I came to spend the afternoon with you. Quality time means full attention, not distracted physical presence. It's no use being together looking at your cell phone. Be truly present. Ask questions. Listen. Laugh together. Cry together. Create memories. Remember when we did that together. Gifts are forgotten. Moments are eternal. Psalm says, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Your days are limited. Spend them with people, not things. Give time. It's the most valuable gift you have. And when you give time mindfully, you're saying, you're worth more than anything else I could be doing right now. Invisible work sustains the world. Valuing the invisible work of others is justice that recognizes those whom no one sees. Those who clean bathrooms, those who care for children, those who wash dishes, those who organize backstage, those who intercede in prayer, those who serve without a stage, these are invisible heroes. Jesus washed feet, dirty work that slaves did. He dignified the invisible. Thank those who clean. Thank you for keeping everything clean. It makes a huge difference. Recognize mothers who work at home. You work 24 hours a day. That's heroism. Value those who serve behind the scenes at church. The service only happens because you arrived early and prepared everything. Praise those who do manual labor. Your work is essential. Thank you. Pay well. Don't exploit. Give a generous tip. Write a thank you note to those who serve. Your work does not go unnoticed. Post on social media valuing invisible professions. Gratitude to the sanitation workers who keep the city clean. Teach your children. Let's thank those who prepared our food. Pray for unseen workers. Lord, bless those who work hard without recognition. Colossians says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord. Those who clean bathrooms for the Lord deserve as much recognition as those who preach. Value the unseen. Acknowledge the forgotten. Dignify those whom no one sees. This is the justice of the kingdom. Generic verses are forgotten. Personalized ones leave a lasting mark. Sending personalized verses and prayers is specific ministry that touches the heart. When you know someone is struggling with fear, don't send just any verse. Send 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. When someone is unemployed, send Philippians 4:19. My God will supply all your needs. When someone has lost a loved one, send Psalm 34:18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted. Personalize the prayer. Father, touch John's heart as he is anxious about his interview tomorrow. Give him peace and mental clarity. Don't send a generic, copied prayer. Pray specifically for the situation. Send audio of your prayer. There's special power in hearing someone interceding for you by name. Handwrite verses on cards and mail them. There's something special about a physical letter. Paste verses on the mirror of someone who is depressed. You are precious in my eyes. Memorize verses to share personally. I thought of you when I read this today. Don't bombard them. Be strategic. The right verse at the right time can save a life. Hebrews says that the Word of God is living and active. Use it with surgical precision to minister specific healing. Your personalized prayers and verses may be exactly what God uses to reach someone. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Helping someone find treatment or therapy when needed is an act of love that saves lives. Many suffer in silence because they don't know where to seek help or are ashamed. When you notice signs of depression, severe anxiety, trauma, or suicidal thoughts, don't ignore them with "it'll pass." Take action. Say, I noticed you're not doing well. Have you thought about talking to a professional? Help with research. Let's look for psychologists in your area. Suggest Christian professionals if the person prefers. Explain that therapy is not a lack of faith. God uses doctors and therapists to heal. Help with paperwork. I'll call your insurance company and see what it covers. Offer to pay for sessions if you can. Let me pay for the first few sessions. Accompany the person to the first appointment if they are afraid. I'll go with you, I'll wait in the room. Ask regularly, how is therapy going? Don't force details, respect privacy. Encourage medication if prescribed. Medication for depression is like insulin for diabetics. It's not a sign of weakness. Break the stigma. I've also been to therapy. It helped me a lot. In cases of suicidal risk, call 188-CVV or take them to the emergency room. Don't leave them alone. Your intervention can be the difference between life and death. Don't be afraid to act. Act with urgent love. Unemployment destroys self-esteem. Helping people create resumes and practice interviews provides tools for dignity and a fresh start. Many people are competent but don't know how to present themselves on paper. Offer your help. Can I help you with your resume? Sit down together and review. Let's highlight your achievements. Teach structure, personal information, objective experience, education, skills. Correct spelling and grammar errors. A resume with errors goes in the trash. Format professionally, legible font, adequate spacing, maximum 2 pages. Teach them how to adapt their resume for each job. Highlight what is relevant to this position. Help them create a LinkedIn profile. Take a professional photo or teach them how to do it with a cell phone. Neutral background, appropriate clothing, natural smile. Practice interviews. Let's simulate. I'll ask the questions. Teach them how to answer difficult questions. What is your greatest weakness? I'm working on improving my time management. Teach body language, firm handshake, eye contact, upright posture. Practice personal presentation. Tell me about yourself in 2 minutes. Teach them to research the company beforehand. Show that you've prepared. Pray before the interview. Lord, open this door if it is your will. Follow up afterward. How did it go? If it doesn't work out, encourage them. Every no brings you closer to a yes. Your investment could open a door that changes an entire family. Addictions enslave, condemnation kills. Accompanying those who struggle with addiction without condemnation is love that gradually liberates. Alcoholism, drugs, pornography, gambling, addictions destroy lives. Jesus did not condemn the adulterous woman. He said, "Go and sin no more," but with grace. When someone confides in you about an addiction, don't react with shock. How could you? Thank them for their trust. Thank you for telling me. Let's face this together. Don't be naive. Addiction isn't solved with a prayer. It's a long process. Help them seek treatment, support groups, AANA, rehabilitation clinics, specialized therapy. Accompany them to meetings. I'll go with you to AA every week. Be available during crises. Call me anytime if you feel the urge to use. Remove triggers. Let's get rid of alcohol in your house. Fill the void. Let's go to the gym together. Find a healthy hobby. Celebrate small victories. 1 month clean, congratulations. Don't give up on relapses. You fell, but you didn't give up. Get up and keep going. Relapse is not final failure, it's part of the process. Pray daily. Lord, free him from this bondage. Involve the community. We need a support network. Don't gossip, so-and-so is an addict. Keep it confidential. Proverbs says that a friend loves at all times. Love especially when it's difficult. Your faithfulness may be what sustains someone until total freedom. Motherhood and fatherhood are roller coasters. Visiting maternity wards and supporting new mothers and fathers is practical love during a time of extreme vulnerability. The first days with a baby are a mix of joy and terror. Visit in the hospital or at home in the first few days. I came to meet the baby and see how you are doing. Don't stay for hours. 20 minutes is enough. Bring prepared food. I brought lunch for you. Don't just bring it for the mother. Bring it for the couple. Offer practical help. Can I wash these dishes? I'll take out this trash. Hold the baby while the mother showers. Go ahead, I'll stay with him. Don't give unsolicited advice. In my day, we did it this way. Each generation is different. If asked, share your experience with humility. Validate difficulties. It's normal to be exhausted, you're doing great. Don't romanticize, enjoy every moment. Sometimes it's about survival, not enjoyment. Support fathers too. Dad, how are you? I know it's intense. Fathers are often forgotten. Everyone focuses on the mother and baby. Return in the following weeks. I came to see how things are going after the visit stopped. Offer to babysit. Go to sleep, I'll stay here. Sleep is precious for new parents. Organize a post-birth baby shower. Now you know what you really need. Pray for the family. Lord, grant wisdom, patience, and sleep. The first few months are the hardest. Your constant presence can prevent postpartum depression and strengthen the family. Vulnerable children and the elderly need families. Adopting or sponsoring projects for children and the elderly is a long-term commitment that transforms lives. If you cannot legally adopt, sponsor. Make a financial commitment to a child in an orphanage or an elderly person in a nursing home. Visit regularly. I'll see you every Saturday. Be a constant presence, not a sporadic visit. Bring gifts, but above all, be present. Play, talk, listen to stories. Participate in important dates, birthdays, Christmas, graduations. Be family to those who don't have one. Help with education. Pay for school supplies, uniforms, courses. Dream together. What do you want to be when you grow up? Let's work towards that. For the elderly, listen to life stories. Tell me about how things used to be. Take them for walks. Let's go to the park. Take care of their health. I'll take you to your appointment. Defend their rights. This elderly person is being mistreated in the nursing home. I'm going to report it. Involve your family. Let's visit Grandma at the nursing home every Sunday. Teach your children empathy and service. James says that pure religion is visiting orphans and widows. It's not a suggestion. It's the definition of true faith. Adopt or sponsor. Be family. Change a life forever. And you will discover that the person who changes the most is you. Communities are strengthened by serving together. Participating in community renovation and cleaning projects is collective love that transforms spaces and relationships. When a church needs painting, a square needs cleaning, or a needy brother's house needs renovation, organize a community workday. Call for help. Saturday, we're going to renovate Mrs. Maria's house. Who can help? Organize logistics, materials, tools, food. Go prepared to work. Old clothes, willingness to help. Divide tasks. Group 1 paints. Group 2 cleans the yard. Group 3 prepares lunch. Work with joy. Sing, talk, laugh. Community work is communion through service. Involve young people. Teach practical skills. Involve children in safe tasks. You can paint this low fence. Have lunch together. Everyone brought something. Let's share. Pray before starting. Lord, bless our work. Celebrate at the end. Look what we did together. Take before and after photos. Testify, this is church being church. Organize regularly. The first Saturday of the month is Community Work Day. Clean squares, paint public schools, renovate homes for vulnerable people. Be a church that serves the community, not just one that gathers. Acts recounts that the early church had everything in common. Community work creates this communion, and communities are transformed when the church leaves the temples and serves in the streets. Accessibility is a right, not a favor. Donating accessibility equipment when possible is a dignified act for people with disabilities. Wheelchairs, crutches, walkers, canes, hearing aids, many lack access. If you have equipment that is not being used because someone has recovered or passed away, donate it. Do I know someone who needs it? Connect with institutions that distribute them. Organize campaigns at church. Let's collect wheelchairs. Buy new if you can. I'll donate a motorized wheelchair. Help obtain it through the public health system, SUS. I'll go with you to request it. Donate used eyeglasses. Many projects refurbish and distribute them. Donate hearing aids. Adapt your home to accommodate people with disabilities. Temporary ramp, accessible bathroom. Lend equipment. You can use it as long as you need it. Teach how to use it. I'll show you how to adjust it. Keep it in good condition before donating. Don't donate broken equipment. Dignity is giving what works. Pray for provision. Lord, provide equipment for those who need it. Leviticus forbids placing a stumbling block before the blind. Denying accessibility is a stumbling block. Providing equipment removes barriers. It is love that says you deserve mobility, independence, dignity. Your donation can restore freedom someone has lost. It can allow someone to return to work, to leave their home, to live. This is transformative love in the form of metal and wheels. Inclusion is not kindness, it's justice. Making spaces inclusive for people with disabilities means recognizing that everyone has the right to participate. Churches with stairs and no ramps say, wheelchair users are not welcome. Services without sign language interpreters say, deaf people don't matter. Inaccessible restrooms say, you don't belong here. Change that. Install ramps. Let's renovate to be accessible. Build adapted restrooms, grab bars, space for a wheelchair. Hire sign language interpreters. Deaf people deserve to hear the gospel. Provide materials in Braille. Reserve nearby parking spaces. Train staff. How to help people with disabilities with dignity. Don't carry a wheelchair user without asking, can I help? How would you prefer? Don't treat an adult with a disability like a child. I'm talking to you, not your companion. Don't touch a wheelchair without permission. It's an extension of the body. Lower yourself to talk at eye level. Include them in ministries. People with disabilities can praise, preach, serve. Don't assume limitations. What would you like to do? Celebrate people with disabilities in leadership. Teach the church, inclusion is a commandment, not an option. Jesus touched lepers, healed the blind, and included the excluded. The church should do the same. Romans says we are one body with many members. People with disabilities are essential members. Make spaces accessible. Make the community inclusive. This is love that removes physical and social barriers. This is the kingdom of God incarnate. Decent work demands decent pay. Promoting justice in the workplace, guaranteeing fair wages and respect, is loving your neighbor where most people spend the most time, in the professional environment. James is blunt. The wages you withheld from the workers cry out against you. If you are an employer, pay fairly. Do not exploit the needs of others by offering miserable wages. Pay what the person deserves, not the minimum they accept. Offer benefits, transportation allowance, food allowance, health insurance. Respect working hours. Do not demand unpaid overtime. Treat with dignity. Do not yell. Do not humiliate. Do not harass. If you are a colleague, defend those who are being exploited. This is not right. They deserve more. Report labor abuses. Do not be complicit in injustice for fear of losing your job. Trust that God honors those who defend justice. If you are an employee, work with excellence. Whatever you do, do it heartily, as for the Lord. Do not steal your boss's time. Be a witness of integrity. Pray for justice in the workplace. Lord, may this environment be just and respectful. Work was created by God before the fall. It is not a curse, it is a calling. Redeem work with justice, respect, and excellence. When you promote justice in the workplace, you are building God's kingdom in the marketplace, not just in the church. Isolated churches are irrelevant. Building bridges between church and neighborhood through local partnerships is being salt and light where you are. Jesus didn't stay in the temple. He walked through the villages. Get to know your neighborhood. What are the needs? Violence, unemployment, lack of education. Connect with local leaders, neighborhood associations, public schools, health centers. Offer partnership. We are the church here. How can we help? Open church space to the community. Tutoring, vocational courses, support groups. Organize community events, free health day, haircuts, legal advice. Adopt a public school. Let's renovate, donate materials, volunteer. Support local businesses. Buy from your neighbor, not just from large chains. Participate in community councils. Be a prophetic voice against local injustices, police violence, lack of sanitation, corruption. Don't be a church that only opens on Sundays. Be a community that serves 7 days a week. Don't evangelize only with words. Evangelize with actions. Jesus said, "See the good works and glorify the Father." When the church serves the neighborhood sees Jesus. Build bridges, be relevant, transform your community, and you will discover that more effective evangelism happens when the church is a practical blessing, not just theoretical preaching. Conflicts are inevitable. Destruction is not. Teaching reconciliation and biblical conflict resolution equips people for lasting peace. Matthew 18 is a manual for resolution. First, go to the person alone. If that doesn't resolve it, bring witnesses. If that still doesn't resolve it, involve the church. Teach this process. Don't gossip, don't spread rumors, go directly to the person. Teach to listen before speaking. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Teach to use "I feel" instead of "you are." I felt disrespected instead of "you are disrespectful." Teach to ask for forgiveness specifically. Forgive me for yelling at you yesterday. Teach to forgive without holding a grudge. I forgive you. Let's move on. Teach that not every conflict needs a winner. Let's agree to disagree respectfully. Model this. When you make a mistake publicly, ask for forgiveness publicly. When someone offends you, seek reconciliation, not revenge. Offer to mediate conflicts. Can I help you talk? Pray for reconciliation. Lord, restore this relationship. Teach that unity is not uniformity. We can be different and still be united. Jesus prayed that they may all be one. Biblically resolved conflicts strengthen relationships. Ignored or poorly resolved conflicts destroy communities. Teach reconciliation. Practice peace. Be a peacemaker. Help that creates dependency is not love. Providing financial assistance sustainably without creating dependency is wisdom that liberates instead of imprisoning. When someone needs financial help, assess. Is it an emergency or a standard situation? An emergency requires immediate help. I'll pay your electricity bill this month. A standard situation requires a structural solution. Let's sit down and see why you're always short of money. Teach financial management while helping. I'll help you now, but let's learn how to budget. Help with a defined time frame. I'll help for 3 months while you look for a job. Don't create eternal dependency. Connect with opportunities. I know of a job opening. I'll recommend you. Teach them to fish. Don't just give them fish. When possible, exchange help for service. I'll pay, but can you help clean the church? This preserves dignity. Don't humiliate. It's not a favor, it's the community helping each other. Set limits. I can help up to this point. Don't go into debt to help others. This creates 2 problems. Involve the community. Let's help together. Pray for provision. Lord, Provide work for him. Thessalonians says, "If anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat." This is not cruelty, it is wisdom. Help, but empower. Support, but liberate. Love with wisdom that transforms, not with paternalism that imprisons. Business reveals character. Setting an example of integrity in business is a silent testimony more powerful than 1,000 sermons. Daniel had an excellent spirit. His enemies found no fault in him. Be like that. Don't lie in negotiations. This product has this defect, I want you to know. Don't deceive clients. This isn't the best for you, let me show you another one. Fulfill contracts even when you're at a disadvantage. I promised this price, I will honor it. Pay suppliers on time. Your word is your credit. Don't evade taxes. Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. Don't accept bribes. I can't do that, it goes against my principles. Treat employees fairly. I will pay what is fair, not the minimum. Don't gossip about competitors. I won't speak ill of them, I will work better. Admit mistakes. We made a mistake on this project. We will fix it at no cost. Be transparent. Here are the real numbers, without manipulation. Proverbs says that a false scale is an abomination to the Lord. Do your businesses honor God? Do your clients trust you? Do your competitors respect you? Integrity is costly in the short term, but it builds a solid reputation in the long term. And when you do business with integrity, you are preaching the gospel without words. People see you and ask, "Why are you different?" Then you point to Christ. Hypocrisy kills testimony. Being consistent between professed faith and daily practice is authenticity that validates your message. Jesus called the Pharisees whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, rotten on the inside. Don't be like that. If you preach love, love at home first. If you preach forgiveness, forgive those who have offended you. If you preach generosity, be generous with your money. If you preach holiness, live a holy life in private. Don't be a Christian only on Sunday. Be a Christian Monday morning in traffic, Tuesday night at home, Wednesday at work under pressure. Your children see your real faith at home, not in church. Your spouse knows your true character. Your colleagues observe your daily integrity. Don't preach against pornography and consume it in secret. Don't preach fidelity and flirt with colleagues. Don't preach humility and be arrogant. Don't preach simplicity and flaunt wealth. Paul said, "Be imitators of me as I am of Christ." Can you say that? Does your life validate or invalidate your message? Consistency is not perfection, it is honesty. When you fail, admit it. When you preach, live it. Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." Jesus lived perfectly what he preached. We will not be perfect, but we can be authentic. Be consistent. Live what you preach. Your testimony depends on it. Technology is either a bridge or an abyss. Sharing technology like internet and devices with underprivileged students is about equal opportunities in the digital age. The pandemic showed those without internet access cannot study. Students without computers fall behind. If you have an old working device, cell phone, tablet, notebook, donate it to a student in need. This one still works well. You can use it for studying. Connect with schools. Which students need devices? Organize a campaign at church. Let's collect notebooks for students. Donate internet access. Pay for a data plan for a student. Share your Wi-Fi network. You can use my password to do assignments. Teach them how to use it. I'll show you how to research and do assignments. Protect them. Beware of scams, pornography, and toxic social media. Donate with dignity. It's not a favor, it's an investment in your future. Follow up. Are you studying well? Celebrate results. Your grades have improved, congratulations. Technology is not a luxury, it's an educational necessity. Denying access is condemning them to exclusion. Proverbs says, "Train up a child in the way he should go." Today, that path leads through technology. Share, include, empower. Your idle technology can be someone's diploma. It can be a transformed future. This is love that levels the playing field and gives a real chance for growth. Bullying destroys souls. Intervening in cases of bullying, offering protection, is being a shield for the weak. Jesus defended the adulterous woman from the stoners. Be like that. When you see bullying, at school, at work, at church, on social media. Don't pretend you didn't see it. Intervene. Say firmly, "This is not acceptable. Stop now." Put yourself between the aggressor and the victim. You'll have to go through me first. Report it. School, HR, authorities. Don't be complicit in silence. Embrace the victim. You don't deserve this. You're not alone. Offer friendship. I'll have lunch with you. Bullies attack in isolation. The community protects. Teach your children. If you see someone being bullied, defend them. Be a friend to the excluded. Come sit with us. Don't laugh at cruel jokes. I don't find that funny. Confront the culture of bullying. We don't tolerate that here. Support victims in reporting. I'll go with you to talk to the principal. Pray for protection. Lord, protect this child. Follow up. How are you? Are you feeling better? Bullying causes lasting trauma, depression, and suicide. Your intervention can save a life. Proverbs commands, rescue those who are being led away to death. Don't be a spectator. Be a protector, be a shield, be a voice. Intervening in bullying is courageous love that confronts evil and protects the vulnerable. Loneliness is a silent epidemic. Inviting people to meals at home, including those who are lonely, is a form of communion that heals isolation. Jesus ate with people constantly, sinners, Pharisees, disciples. The table is a place of communion. Identify those who are lonely. That colleague who eats lunch alone, that widowed neighbor, that young person who is new to the city. Invite them specifically. Sunday lunch at my house. I'm counting on you at 12 p.m. Don't wait for them to ask. Lonely people don't ask. Prepare simple food. It doesn't have to be a banquet, it needs to be welcoming. Welcome them with joy. It's so good that you came. Introduce them to others. Let me introduce you to my family. Include them in conversations. And you, what do you think? Don't leave them isolated in a corner. Make them feel included. Invite them regularly. You are always welcome here. Create a tradition. Every Friday there's dinner here. Come whenever you want. Organize communal dinners. Everyone brings something, let's eat together. The table breaks down barriers. Food creates connection. Jesus multiplied loaves of bread and ate with multitudes. He instituted the Lord's Supper. Do this in remembrance of me. Communion happens at the table. Open your home. Share your table. Integrate the lonely. You can be the family someone doesn't have. Your table can be the place where someone feels human again. This is hospitality that heals loneliness and builds community. Suffering has no expiration date. Staying by someone's side for the long term, not just at the beginning, is a loyalty that sustains them when everyone else has left. When tragedy strikes, everyone shows up in the first week. Flowers, visits, messages. But 6 months later, a year later, only you. Job had friends who showed up and remained silent for 7 days. Then they talked nonsense, but at least they stayed. Be a friend who stays. When someone loses a loved one, is undergoing cancer treatment, faces depression, struggles with unemployment, don't just show up at the beginning. Mark it on the calendar. I'll visit monthly. Call regularly. How are you today? Don't ask, do you need anything? Offer specifically, I'll bring lunch on Friday. Remember difficult dates, the anniversary of death, the end of treatment. Be present at milestones. It's been a year. I know it's hard. Don't demand a quick recovery. Haven't you gotten over it yet? Grief has no timetable. Be patient. Don't abandon them when it gets difficult. I know you're tired of suffering, but I won't abandon you. Pray continually. Lord, sustain him on this long journey. Celebrate small progress. You left home today, that's a victory. Long suffering is lonely because everyone gets tired. Don't get tired. Persevere. Your faithfulness may be what prevents giving up. Proverbs says, a friend loves at all times. All times includes the long, difficult, tiring time. Be that friend. In the end, everything points to him. Always pointing to Christ, loving through sacrificial service, is the heart of everything we talk about. You can do all these 100 things, but if you don't point to Jesus, it's just social activism. Paul said, if I give away all my possessions and surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, I gain nothing. And true love always points to the source. When someone thanks you for your help, say, "It's not me, it's Jesus in me." When they ask why you are different, answer, "Because Jesus loved me first." When they serve, explain, "I do this because Christ has done infinitely more for me." Don't be a secret Christian who serves but never mentions Jesus. Your works open doors. Your words present the Savior. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Point to Him. Not to your goodness, your generosity, your church. To Christ. He is the point, He is the purpose, He is the model. He loved by serving, He washed feet, healed the sick, fed the hungry, touched lepers, and died for sinners. Sacrificial love is the DNA of the gospel. When you love as Jesus loved, you are preaching the most powerful gospel, the gospel incarnate. So love, serve, sacrifice, and always, always point to Christ. Because in the end, it's not about you being good. It's about Him being glorified through your loving obedience. We've reached the end of this journey through 100 ways to love your neighbor as Jesus loved. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've just received a complete arsenal of practical love that can revolutionize your relationships, your community, and your own walk with God. Don't let this knowledge die here. Choose 1, 2, 3 of these ways and start practicing them tomorrow. Don't wait to be ready, start imperfect. Jesus doesn't expect perfection. He expects obedience, and remember, loving as Jesus loved is not optional for those who call themselves Christians. It's the trademark, the badge, the proof that we truly know Him. John was clear, "If anyone says, 'I love God,' yet hates his brother, he is a liar. So go. Love, serve, transform the world around you, one person at a time, one act of love at a time. And may the love of Christ in you be so evident that people cannot ignore it." Good night and sweet rest. May God bless you and empower you to love as you've never loved before. Until the next video.